What's good, guys? It's your boy Frankie T, and we are back with another video here. And today we're going to talk about the crisis in China with the Evergrande company, the second largest property management company in China. But before I get into this, I'd really appreciate it if you guys can go ahead, like this video, and we talk about everything money and finance here. If this is you guys' first time watching, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys can go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are interested in money, mindset, finance, and whatnot. But we're gonna go right into it. So in China, we have a company called Evergrande, which is a big conglomerate company. You know, they make films, they make EV vehicles. You know, they build property, they do property management, which is probably their biggest, you know, structure of their, business. They build properties out there in China. And as we know in China, I mean, you guys may not know, but they build a lot of, obviously a lot of buildings, apartment, sky-rising buildings, because of course, China is the most populated country in the world. And so this company is sinking $300 billion in debt. They are really underwater. It seems like, they are not able to pay their investors. Investors now the Chinese people are now going up to Evergrande to try to get their money back. They're trying to, take their deposits out and whatnot, and the money that they invested into this company. I mean, we see Evergrande, the stock has dropped over 90% in the last year or so. I mean, the last time I checked, it was sitting at about 50 cents. I don't even know where it's at right now. I'll probably put it up in the video as I get into the editing. But, it's crazy. I mean, just to put into perspective, I mean, people might not think that this may just affect China. I mean, us in the US, we may think that it's just gonna affect China. But if you really look at it, China is probably the biggest exporter in the world of goods. I mean, Australia is a big importer from China. New Zealand is a huge importer from China. And obviously, as we all know, for most people that are here in the US, I mean, you guys already know what's up. Like, everything is brought from China. I mean, that's nothing new. Anything we look at, made in China. So this can really cause a trickle down effect. I mean, the suppliers, the home buyers, the suppliers, the home buyers out there in China, they're going to be getting hit and affected. The banks, because I mean, banking is a very, very profitable business, and they do this business not only in like your local country or whatnot, but they do these transactions all over the world. I mean, I trade Forex. I mean, you see them charts, like, these banks, they go on here and they exchange. They're making money, they're doing their things, they're packaging out loans and mortgages and whatnot, and selling it out to people like Vanguard or whatnot. And they take those and then sell it to your average investor and whatnot, mortgage-backed securities, stuff like that. Like, this can really cause a really turmoil if they're $300 billion in debt. I mean, if people, I mean, I'm not even sure how many people like Evergrande employs. I'm sure they employ a whole ton of people. They're the second biggest property management company in China. And not only that, they're in so many different industries. I mean, like I said, they're in EVs, they were in entertainment, they were in many other stuff. I believe they were even in like food or something like that. I mean, they were trying to grow very, very fast, very quick. And so they were taking on all this debt. And it seems like they weren't regulated. That much. I mean, they were able to do all this on their own. They could just take all these loans. It didn't seem like there's no one looking over their shoulder like, hey, Evergrande, like, what's going on? Like, what are you guys really doing good? So it's funny to think though, because I mean, not that it's funny, but it's just interesting, a coincidence to see that. I mean, we are in 2021, in September of 2021, almost getting into October. I mean, back in 2019, December of 2019, we had the coronavirus come out of China, which changed the world, which changed the way we lived our lives. I mean, we saw stocks plummet in 2020 in March. We saw crypto also plummet from that, crisis, the lockdowns and everything that happened. And this can be the phase two. As I said, 2022 is going to be, I think it's going to be worse than 2020. And I don't want to put bad energy in the air, but it's just with the way everything is going. And I'm going to have a video for this because it's going to be a whole nother video for a different day. But this can be the trigger or the precursor to this economic meltdown that I think is going to happen in 2022. And especially the fact that it's happening in China. I mean, in China, the whole world is very reliant on China. I mean, the biggest economy in the world, the United States, is reliant on China. So we'll see if China is going to bail them out. I doubt that they're going to bail them out because, of course, I mean, China is different than the United States. So I don't know. I mean, this can be really serious. I mean, I'm going to make a video on the why I think 2022 is going to be worse than 2020. So you're going to see that coming on the way. But definitely going to be paying a lot more attention as we see stocks, for those that are invested in the market. We see stocks, we see in crypto, they've been dropping. I'm a Forex trader, so we've been seeing the US dollar has been gaining a lot of strength, and it seems like they're going to gain more strength. So, I mean, obviously because the US is the dollar is the reserve currency of the world. But, if we continue to see these stocks dropping, they continue to plummet. I mean, this, like I said, can be that precursor to the crash, and we can see what goes on from here. This can affect everybody. Just kind of think on that macroeconomic standpoint, things can really trickle down, just like how the lockdowns did, back last year we're doing. So I'll definitely like I said, I'll definitely keep more information on this and kind of keep people updated. But without further ado, if you've learned something from this video, go ahead and like this video. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate all the love. We're currently at 33 subscribers, looking to keep hunkering down and keep going. And if you're interested in the topics discussed on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Much love out here. Hopefully I can give a different perspective and newfound ways for you to make money. But other than that, without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Peace.
2 times.
Hey, T-Mills, hey, I need that guap in my hand. 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 I need that guap in my hand.